minutes and see who gets in here. And if you don't catch it live, that's okay. You can catch it later on. Show up. Yes. Okay. Hello and welcome home. And I try to keep this kind of short, but I'll give it about 1 minute for people to come in. I actually I had a couple minutes to spare. I wrote a lot of stuff down, so I wouldn't forget in this live chat. So move this. Well, I'm like just here and peachy. That's okay if I'm alone. No, I'm joking. Oh, grab a cup of tea. I still can't find my orange spice tea at the store. It's I don't know. They made it, then they didn't. I guess I gotta go to a different store or something. So trying to see if anyone's gonna show. Okay, it's coming up to 2 minutes, and I got nada. I got no one. I got nothing. But that's okay. I'm sure you guys will catch up later. So see if I could do this without spilling the tea. Oh no, that's so bad. I need to quit smoking. So okay, I'm gonna get this rolling. Pretty much, I'm just gonna read from what I wrote here. Thursday, I was watching James Munder, and it's a Paradise Lost. Uh, it was about Paradise Lost, and he had put some stats together. He had went by some 2010 census, and the towns that caught fire. Um, naturally from 2010, there'd be a lot more people there. So, he was doing all the stats. I forget what episode it was, but it was Thursday's episode. I can tell you that. This past Thursday, Sunday now. So all of a sudden, I'm not even halfway through the video, and I get this vision, I guess. Um, I'm gifted. It comes in all forms. But his word was tractor trailers, and then right away went through my head was FEMA coffins. So I paused everything, I stopped everything, and it was kind of like a download. So I'm gonna tell you about the vision. I wrote it down. Thing. Here it goes. The key word was tractor trailer, and I saw the FEMA coffins. I saw people get incinerated. Just those two words from of tractor trailer, FEMA coffins caused a download that affected me for days. I had to take some nerve pills. I had to knock myself out. I just was very sad, very, very sad. So, years back, Jesse Ventura and others did some shows on the storage facility of the FEMA coffins. And it was noted that comfortably fitting 4 dead bodies in one coffin. Now, what I saw, those tractor trailers going into the extermination zones had FEMA coffins in them. Then I saw the people that perished in those fires. Paradise and other towns that burned, you cannot get in. It's under military lockdown. What fires have we ever seen that go into a military lockdown. Okay, a little odd, just saying. Um, I think it's a lockdown for crime scene. I think it's a lockdown so they're not going to correctly tell us just how many people perished. Um, it's a lockdown to clean up the evidence. After all, how would Americans react knowing we were attacked? Mayhem, chaos, lawlessness. Oh my God, the sky is falling. Um, it's my belief that the UN did this. Besides lots of gold in paradise, another odd thing, it was mostly a conservative town, with the exception of Alyssa Milano. She's a moon bat, and she's in a belfry all of her own. Hey, you still believe? So, James Munder was the show that I was watching. As I said, it was one of the Paradise Lost series, and it was Thursdays. So, shortly after I had this vision that I had received, and this happens often with different um, visions or um, stuff that just the information I get. So, all the lights in the house started flickering. What did I do? I went, I was turning all the lights off, and and I was on the phone, flickering again. And Han's a master electrician. We have no issues but me with any electrical issues. So I went through the house, turned out all the lights, and I had gotten on the phone and I was talking to a friend. Well, then the phone died. Couldn't get it back on, couldn't get set up. Then all the power in the house went off. So now the power has flickered on and off with me, on and off, but never totally went off. So I was sitting on the sofa, and then I looked over. On top of the entertainment center, I have plants, and the plants started vibrating. I got footage, so I can prove it. Nothing in the house was on. So, well, the plants actually, that was a different footage from a different time. I didn't. My phone was dead, so at that point, I couldn't take footage if I wanted to. So when the power came back on, it seems I blew the brand new light that I put in over the stove. You know, the little overhang thing and the fan. So Kev had to replace that bulb. I was like, sorry, baby. Maybe we should take some stock in GE. so so as I was making the notes, and I got a little emotional, and of course the light started flickering again in here. And I honestly think that there was an attack on Paradise. I honestly think they are cleaning it up. They're cleaning up the evidence, and I believe that they really don't. They don't want to share the truth. There's like some 52 to 55,000 people that haven't been heard from. No Facebook, no YouTube, no phone calls, no nothing. So, kind of makes you think. I mean, how could they lose over 200 people and in that many home fires and that many car fires? Um, how could it then, in not even 2 weeks? Oh, gee, we're only missing 25 people. There was over 200 people dead in cars. And that wasn't all of them. That was just like when somebody, I guess somebody helping out or a fireman or something was like, I had no sooner gone in, and there were 200 people dead just in cars. So they're not going to give us the figures. They're going to sweep this under the carpet. The next great thing, I don't know, we're going to get buried in snow on the East Coast or something like that. So, something will supersede it, and it'll get swept under the carpet. So here comes the, yeah, I'm gonna do it. As far as the think tank portion, now I don't know if anyone's really good with like the satellite. Can you like check out old satellite photos and maybe newer ones? I don't know if those coffins were stored at FEMA camps. Hi, Adeline. I don't know if they were stored at the FEMA camps themselves or just if they had rented out fields or something like that to store them. So, um, if anybody wants to try to look that up, and let's try to work on this and figure it out and give it our best shot. So, satellite photos before and after the fires. This will confirm my vision. If there was a bunch of FEMA coffins there before and they're not there now, well, bingo. So most people fleeing from the fires, besides their pocketbook, their wallet, what was the other one thing they all had in common? Cell phones. Cell phones. Now, wasn't it October that we had the presidential alert system? I think maybe that was to set up, oh, I don't know, working numbers, non working numbers. Um, but one thing's for sure, your phone number matches your name. So, which brings me to something else. The cars on the highway. Now, a lot of people were saying, okay, smart meters, smart meters, smart meters. Granted, could very well be. Again, you got numbers attached to names. But the other thing still in common, cell phones. Why did this house burn and why didn't that one? Just a thought. I don't know. I could be right. I could be wrong. I'd love to be crazy. I mean, heck, I got so many tags now. I'm deplorable. I'm a white nationalist, and I'm a Q-tard, a Trump-tard. Call me crazy. I don't care. I'd love to be crazy. I surely hope that maybe this just isn't. Maybe it was just. Was that my lights again? Sorry. Um, the cars on the highway. Two in front, five behind, on the side, three on the side, but only one combusts. Why? Like I said, to date, there's some 52 to 55,000 people that are unaccounted for. Nobody's heard from them. They're not on. Okay, that's another sign. So, I really highly suggest you check out James Munder's Thursdays. I think it's Paradise Lost series that he's doing, and that'll back up how this how the numerology worked on that 52 to 55,000 people that are unaccounted. I'm not saying that they died. I'm just saying that they're not accounted for. And there's probably more. So, another thing is if we can get a hold of some of the obituaries in the papers, then possibly we could get the names, maybe check them out on Facebook, see who they were, because they always have like a little bio, something about themselves or something like that. So that might, just to see who they were, maybe where they work. So what did they do for a living? And all those fires, not just in Paradise, there were other towns. Were they on some kind of hit list? Did they know something? Were they ex-military? Were they doctors? Were they nurses? Um, had they been talking about certain things? Um, Besides the gold that we know is there. So naturally, when I had woken up and Kev knew that I was pretty upset about it. Sorry, I take my glasses off. He knew I was pretty much upset about it, and the inquisitive little mind like me, I said, "Hon, could my life be in danger?" I mean, this was pretty heavy. This was pretty heavy for my little happy world brain. It was really hard to deal with. I mean, just writing that, I started bawling my eyes out. So it really hit home. So Kev's reply was, "You would only be in danger if you were right." So I wanted to get this out there, and all the people that may watch, um, I just do a little homework. Let's get back to this. Let's think tank. And I mean, a lot of my people that subscribe are some of the best minds. And we all know Kevin is retired military, 14-year sergeant. So when I went to him asking him, you know, could I be in danger? And for him to say that, I take it to be truth. Um, Him and I are total opposites. I'm a lot more bouncy and getting going. Yay, he's very calm. He's very a man of very few words, and so I would take that to the bank. I might be on to something. Um, the way that thing just hit me, and then what I saw the people just poof, and it didn't take a lot of minutes. Those people were dead almost instantly. So I just want to try to get some minds together, and if you would like to try to do like a little think tank with me, do a little research. Let's compare notes. Let's see what's going on. So let's see who I got in here. Aline, you're the only one here that showed up. Thank you. Let's see what you have to say. No, I don't want you to leave, Adeline. Your volume's a little low. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. My speakers are all the way up. Oh no, I might have to do this again. You look into the Paradise Fire, 50K are now missing. You've seen it too. So, the information's out there. My voice is a little low. I oversang the other night, and I guess I don't know. I'm just a little upset still. So my voice just isn't that strong. I'm sorry. Um, if I got to do it over, I will. You're talking about the fires in Southern California. Well, actually, it's Northern California, I believe, Adeline. I'm in Southern California. Look into the Thomas fire 5 months ago. I'll do that. Phoebe, that is very good idea. You sound like me. I have so many things that I know about, and everyone sees them from such a small tunnel. It's hard to find people to talk with. Adeline, go live. Okay, go live. If you honestly think you know something, or even if you think you know something, put it out there. Because, other people will hear it and maybe they'll research it. So, let's see what else. I'm sorry, I think maybe others are staying away because of me. No. Hi, Miriam. Yes, the Paradise car fires in Northern California. So anyway, Miriam, you came in late. I don't know how long is this video now. Oh, it's like 20 minutes. I guess rewatch from the beginning and see what I have to say. I kind of explained. It's hard to kind of type out the visions. Nobody's seen me in days, really. I saw Sassy. I was in oh John X Army's room last night, and she's like, "Oh, we missed you." So I haven't been in any of the live chats or anything. I've just been that distraught about the vision that I had, and I honestly wish I could tell you I did really good drugs, but I don't. Once in a while, a glass of wine. I do have my anxiety pills, and I kicked all that stuff like in April, but I still have some in case I need them because with visions and stuff like that, I get so jacked up that I don't know. I guess I blow all the bulbs in the house, and anytime I get nervous, I went to a neighbor's one time. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you real fast. Hold on. I did film the lights flickering, and actually, I didn't see the bulb glow over the stove, and I had just bought that. Adeline, that was no campfire. There was who was it? Mike Morales did a satellite view. Can you hear me better? Um, he did a satellite view, and I had Kevin look at it, and that was an explosion. That wasn't a fire. Now, whether it was a propane tank, to me, literally, it kind of looked like. I know that we have like the missiles and whatnot underground. Now, I don't know if it was that big. I mean, it's satellite, so I don't know if it was that big. But it literally looked like something went up and didn't keep going up, which could fit in the whole do thing and the whole attack thing. Maybe we were trying to shoot something up to combat what was coming in. I mean that would make sense. It's just a theory though. So, but anyway, yeah, whatever it was, it didn't go up. And I'm gonna try really hard. Let me see if I can get this video going up. Like I said, this one, um, you gotta be kidding me. Was it before Thanksgiving? I know I took a video. Let me look back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to go fast here. Um, really gotta see this picture of these plants, the way they vibrated. What the heck was that? I've gotta be kidding me. Hun, Gav, did I take a video of the plants vibrating when you were here and we were watching watching it? Alright. Let me keep looking. Is that it? No. This was all the way back. November 18th. Not finding it offhand. This all the way back in September. It wasn't then. What's this thing? No, I think the cell phones themselves were marked with people's names, the numbers, beginning, but you can start back from the big. Seems there was a little bit of a sound issue. I might have to do it again. I'm still not finding the little video of the plant shaking. Is this the second time this happened? And I wasn't able to get it while it happened simply because they knocked the phone out. So, give another quick scan. If I don't find it, at least I'll show you. Alright. It was December 7th. So, let me see how good I can get this. Okay, it was. Just trying to get all the way up in there. You should be able to see the lights flickering. You should, yeah, see it going bright and dimming, bright and dimming. I know that thing's got rust on it. Good, the lights are flickering. Can you see it? Okay, so you could actually, I mean, sometimes stuff happens, and literally, if I don't have proof, it kind of validates what I say. Um, but that was that, and I can't find the video I did on the plants, but they were all shaking, and there was nothing on in the house. The power was off. But literally, the plants on the TV stand, they were like swaying and jiggling, and so no news is good news. Froggy's so right, so right. Yeah. So, in any event, you guys, I know you came in a little late. Oh no, the fires were going 8 football fields a minute, and the winds weren't even, they weren't there. They weren't there. I mean, you would have to have massive winds to make it travel, and it wasn't windy. Now, I did hear that some people saw like a mushroom cloud, and it was explained away by the houses that caught fire still had gas coming out, because the one guy, uh, he said that the day after the fire, he was one of the witnesses. The day after the fire, again, James Munder, he did this report. The day after the fire, the gas company called and said they might be shutting off his gas. So his explanation was all the natural gas that the people were getting into their homes kind of went up into the air, and then it kind of like boom, made a little explosion up there. And also, I think he was trying to explain it away on why some cars blew up and some didn't. But I'm not buying that part. And I still things attached to numbers. The one man who didn't. I think it was the old guy that did the first footage of his neighbors that had burnt in their cars down through the springs. He had an older vehicle for one, no chips, no nothing, um, none of that stuff. So he also didn't have what? A cell phone. Ding, 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 ding. So why cars were catching fire and stuff like that had a lot to do with it. I mean, a lot of cars nowadays, they have chips, they have this, they have that. I'm pretty sure, they could probably do something and cut your car off. But as far as I'm aware, and I guess it's something else that we can bounce. Let's check out if anyone's really good with satellite. Um, Got to research the storage of the FEMA coffins, and we need satellite pictures beforehand and after. Now, if we see a whole lot missing, then we know my vision was correct. If you can fit four dead bodies, I mean, a lot of the bones were incinerated and stuff like that, but like the ones in the cars, the bones weren't incinerated. There was not one piece of flesh left, not even their eyeballs. It was just a skeleton. We'll come back and do a little think tank and see pretty much where were the where were the FEMA coffins, if we can get satellite before the fire and satellite after. I'm pretty sure there's tractor and trailer dump trucks. Dump trucks have them little covers over them. Yeah, it's toxic debris, yada yada yada. It's under military lockdown. I mean, tanks, big guns. Sounds like a crime scene to me. Remember Trump with the Space Force? He says they got bad weapons. They really got bad weapons. In the UN's favor, that's, I don't know how many homes that don't have guns anymore, how many people gone. We still got Agenda 2130. So, let me take a read real quick in here, see what everyone's saying. Let's stay uninterested. Froggy, what do you got to add? Amore. No. Oh, she's saying MFer. Hey, creepo. Knock it off. You want to come over? You want to come over here, Mama? Let me go get Maury. Otherwise, she's going to scream. All right, my creepo. Come on, my creepo. Come on, step up. Step up. She had a snowball this morning. The first